Hey guys, welcome back to Sweet Talks with Sylvi. I promised y'all a video before I went out of town, so I'm gonna give it to y'all. I leave tomorrow night, so yeah, I've been running around all day too, so I'm tired, but I don't like breaking my promise. So today's topic is about forgiving people who have hurt you. Okay, so I guess starting off, I would like to say that on my journey of forgiving people, I have crossed 3 people off my list. Y'all probably like, dang girl, but like, yeah, like those are probably like the most painful, or like ones that were weighing me down the most. So yeah, okay, I guess I could just say this. I had to go to an AA meeting, not like for me, but like for class. So like in that experience, I learned a lot, like about just being resentful and like holding stuff against people and just, yeah, all that. So basically the biggest thing I got was that in simpler terms, holding all of that in your heart, holding the anger, the sadness, the pain, like all of the grudge that you have against them, is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm feeling all this, but they moving on with their life. Nothing's happening to them. Like, it's all me. I'm the one dealing with this. So that was the moment. Like, I had already been working on this, but it was like the I don't know what to call it. Like, you know how the light bulbs be like, ding. Like, that was the moment I was like, I have to let this go. Like, I have to get this out of my heart. I cannot keep harboring this if I'm expecting to grow. So yeah, the first thing I would say I did was acknowledge the fact that I needed to do it. Another thing I acknowledged was that I needed to forgive myself, because I put myself in a lot of situations that I knew could potentially harm me, or like have a big impact on me, because it wouldn't work out the way I wanted it to. But I didn't listen to, I guess, my inner self. Like, I just was acting on impulse, and I was like, but this is what I want in this moment. I'm not thinking about the future. Like, complete impulse. And yeah, like, that caused me a lot of unnecessary, like, I didn't need that pain. Like, I didn't have to do that to myself, but the truth of the matter is that I did do it. So at this point, I have to acknowledge it, and I have to get through it. So another thing was that not to completely blame the other person, but that doesn't mean they didn't do anything. Like, I'm gonna take responsibility for myself. I'm gonna take responsibility for the fact that I could have prevented that, but at the end of the day, I also put my trust into this person. And yeah, it wasn't just me, basically, is what I'm saying. So do not blame yourself for everything, because at one point, like, I found myself doing it too. I was like, you know what, this is my fault, this is my fault, this is my fault, this is my fault. Like, I should did this, I should did that. But at the end of the day, like, we aren't perfect. We aren't always going to make the smartest decision. I'm sorry, this is bothering me. So ultimately, my nail broke today too. Ultimately, I just have to realize, like, they did do something that hurt my feelings. Like, it is what it is. It happened, but I gotta move on. So I did this thing, I don't really know how to describe it, but like, it was a mental thing. Like, I can't write stuff anymore for some reason, but I literally, like, I took what they did, and I was like, am I going to allow this? Like, okay, think about how big I am. Y'all know how I'm like 5'2". Okay, so like, out of all of my height, I'm going to allow them to take up this much of me, like literally a centimeter, you know? Because like, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna say a centimeter, like 2 inches. 2 inches. Yeah, 2 inches. So like, am I gonna allow that to affect me for the rest of my life? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I gonna allow them to have this much control over me for the rest of my life because I am holding on to something that they did, and either they have, like, I don't know people's healing processes, so they could have forgiven themselves already. They could have moved on. They could not ever care about the situation again. But at the end of the day, I don't know that, and I'm not trying to figure out like where they stand anymore because I want to move past it. So yeah, it's just a matter of like drilling it in my head. Like, all the questions that I have, they're really irrelevant at this point. Like, it's not going to change anything. It happened. Getting the answer to the question not gonna change what happened. Yeah, like, ultimately it's just like, it don't even matter no more. It hurt me. It did. I had my nights of crying. I had my months of being down. I had the restless nights. I had the unfocused moments. Like, I done went through all of that. I'd have felt all of it. I'd have felt the hurt. I'd have felt the pain. I'd have seen the darkness. So it's like, do I ever want to see the light again? Like, that's on me. That's up to me. It's not up to anybody else to be responsible for my healing, you know? Like, I have to be responsible for myself, because at the end of the day, I am what matters to me. So I have to take care of me. And that is my biggest thing right now. Like, I'm not gonna say that everything I'm saying is perfect right now, because I'm like still in the process of doing this and still learning. And another thing was, I have been reading the Bible. Of course, I told y'all that. And it's a lot of Bible plans on forgiveness, but not even just the Bible. You talk to people who have like been through some real stuff in life and like really been down through there, and they've literally had no other choice but to turn to something that probably wasn't the best decision, but they got out of it. Like, I'm not gonna say that everybody knows everything in life, but it's nice to take advice from them, because I've like watched people's stories about things they've been through, like how they have literally been hurt the worst, like felt the worst pain that they've ever felt in their life, but they still came out of it. Like, they still found the strength to forgive these people, because at the end of the day, it's not about them, it's about you. And so yeah, like, just listening to people talk about that, hearing their stories, ultimately it's just your decision. It's how you feel, how you think you should approach the situation. If you do pray, I do suggest praying a lot, because sometimes I be like, I don't backtracking, and I be like, oh, have to get myself back together. Like, no, yesterday you accomplished this, so you cannot go back to that. Like, just keep moving forward the whole time. It gets hard, like really hard. There will definitely be times where, you know, you cry sometimes, you're sad sometimes, you're angry sometimes, but the key is to never like live a life of sadness or of anger, or, you know, like, don't live every day like that. Don't live every moment like that. It's been plenty of times where I just sat here, you know, I'd have cried for 2 minutes, and I'm like, you know what, this ain't that no more. Like, I'm not about to let myself go back there, because at the end of the day, they have moved on. They are living their lives, and I have to do the same thing. Like, I cannot consume myself with hurt forever, or I will never get anywhere else. And even like since I started this journey, I'm not gonna speak on too much, but just know, you know, good stuff is in the works. And yeah, like, I've been presented a lot of opportunities that I know a year ago I wouldn't have taken them, because of how I felt about myself. Like, just like the view of me what was going on in my life. Like, but at this point, it's like, I gotta keep going. I gotta move on. Like, if it's meant for me, it's meant for me. If it's not, it's not. Like, but I'm gonna focus on me in the time being. And I lost my train of thought. I was on the road too. Yeah, focus on me. And what comes, and I'm not gonna stop. Like, I'm not going to let anything stop me from accomplishing the things that I feel are for me. Like, I know a lot of times we block our blessings from God, and that's another thing that I've had to like come to terms with. It was so much stuff I could have been doing, but yeah, I didn't take the opportunities. I didn't feel that nice about myself at the time. I was caught up in other stuff like that wasn't for me, and it's not here now. So it's like, you just missed out, girl. But now it's, you know, it's like I missed out then, but at the end of the day, like, I have another opportunity to better myself. And that's another thing. I know a lot of times we pray for signs from God to tell us what to do and which direction to go in, and should this be a yes, and should this be a no, and should I do this, and should I do that, and then we don't listen. Like, the sign be this close to our face, and we be like, oh, like, girl, throw that out the window. That ain't the sign I wanted. Like, and then you be like, you know what, give me one more. Like, so then he come and he be like it's back shit in the face. And we still don't listen. Like, yeah, you can't do that. Listen to your heart. Like, follow your heart, because your mind, okay, a lot of people gonna say don't follow your heart, but ultimately, y'all, my heart has felt things first before my mind clicked. Yeah, like, my mind would be like, go do that. Like, and deep down, I'd be like, I know I shouldn't be doing this. Like, and then 5 minutes later after I did it, I'm like, oh, that was a bad decision. But it's okay, because I'm learning. Like, life is a learning process. We're all learning. We are on journeys to being our better selves. I'm proud of my growth. You should be proud of your growth. Like, forgive them, move on. Like, it's nothing else. I don't even know what simpler way to do it, but you have to forgive people for yourself and not for them, because they've gone on about their life and you still sitting there. It's time for you to flap your wings and fly too, sweetie. You gotta soar. I have been in glue too long. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I'm not too weird. I am really tired, but I promise y'all a video, and those words were on my heart to deliver. So, see, follow your heart. Have a great night. Am I gonna post this tonight? Have a great night. I love you. God loves you. Everybody loves you, even if they don't think they do. You're a great person. Prosper. Forgive them and move on. And that's that. Thanks for watching Sweet Talks with Sylvi.